Hey guys, today it is Jumbo Palazzo Pint. Now, this Jumbo Palazzo Pint has been trending, okay? So, it is how to sew cut and sew Jumbo Pint, all right? So, the measurement we'll be working with waist, hip, trouser length, band, and laps. Okay, these are the measurements we'll be working with. Now, for trousers, the waist and hip is divided by 4. The laps is divided by 2 because you only measure one lap, not the entire laps, okay? So, because it's a jumbo, like it is so free, you can't just make it to be excessive free, all right? And secondly, when you're measuring the person, you measure accurate measurement. So, to the waist, you add 8. To the hip measurement, you add 8. What is this 8? This 8 is, is, is. Okay? Now, once you add it, whatever it gives you, you sum it up. Waist and hip, you divide by 4. Now, when it's divided by 4, this is what we have for our waist and hip. Now, for the laps, you equally add ease. I'm equally using the 8 for my ease, okay? Now, when you sum it up, it gives us 36. Divided by 2, it gives us 18. Yes. So, what do we do now? What to do is go and fold. We are to fold using 18 to fold. All right? That is what we are to do. So let's move to the table for the cutting. Now, I have folded, but I decided to work with 16. I look at what I folded, 17 and a half. Okay, that is what I folded. So I can equally work with 17 and a half or 17 or 16. It wasn't up to the 18. It's shortened by half inch, so I can work with it. Now, having determined my folding, the first thing first is the beginning is the waist, okay? The next is the sitting. I'm working with 12 for my sitting. 12 for my sitting, and the rest is length. Remember I told you it's 44. So the end of the fabric is my length. So I'll just mark here. Right. Once I get here, the next thing is to mark my hip measurement. First, I'll leave half inches here for the cutting. Alright, half inches for the cutting, okay? Then from here, my hip measurement, according to the calculation, is 13 and a half for the hip. I'll be going with 13. I marked 13. Okay, 13. Alright, only 13. Then here is my flap. Here is where you mark your laps. You mark your laps. According to the measurement, we have about 18, but here is okay. So I'll curve. Okay, you curve. Now, once you curve, to me, I can just cut it straight, but this thing is too wide. All right. So what I'll do, let's move to the down. So you see what I'll do to determine the width of my down and still give me that bow jumbo. All right. First thing first, I'll divide here into 2. Here is giving me 18 exactly. Here is giving me 18, and when divided into 2, This is it, 9. Okay. You come here, get the center too. Now, once you get the center, once you get the center, you see the first thing I did? I got the center of this trouser. So guys, I'll come down here. Now, because I don't want it to be too big, okay, I'm reducing it a little bit. So from here, I'll mark 7. All right, from here equally, I'll mark 7. You see that? 7. So if it is this wide, it is okay for me. So I'll connect it from here, which is the flap. Hope you are seeing where I'm connecting it from. Let's take this up a little bit. Good. Now I hope you can see where I'm connecting it from. It is the flap here where I curved. That is where I'm connecting it from down. Okay. Right. Place it very well. You connect. All right. Once you connect, this is one. What next? I will equally come here and connect it down. From here, I'll connect it down. Okay, once you've gotten this pin, so you cut. Let's start from the up to cut. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing. Now, did I mark my waist? No, I used the hip measurement all through. Okay, so you cut. Cut this side. So the front is ready. The next thing is to fold and cut the back, okay? Now, guys, to cut the back, I'll fold it. Now, there are two things you need to consider here. The back, this is the back. The back should be higher, 2 inch higher than the front on the waist part, and here equally, 2 inches down. That is basically the two difference, okay? So I've placed it. What I need to do is get my tape and measure. Good, 2 inches above. This inches I'm adding here is for sewing allowance. You know, when we were cutting all through, we did not add anything about sewing allowance. So we have to add our sewing allowance here to 2 inches and by the side here equally. Okay. So How do you go about this up? Why add these 2 inches? The reason why you're adding these 2 inches because it's the back and the hip parts, not the hip, the buttocks. Because of the buttocks, that is why you're adding it. So from here, you connect your 2 inches. Let it connect back to the waist by here. You see what I did here? I think cutting will make it more easier, but let's keep going. Once I cut, you see it more. You come here, mark your 2 inches. Okay? Then go straight and curve back. Join here. You see what I did? Then you get your rule, connect the 2 inches downwards to this place. From here to the length of the trouser. Okay, so let's cut so you see it. So you see the difference here and here. So I'll just, by the side here is the same. Nothing. So the next thing is sewing. So guys, the first thing I did was just join. I joined here. You see the sewing I did here. I joined here. I equally joined the front too. See it here. Okay, so basically I just need to open it up, put this one. Okay. Now, but there will be a pocket. There will be pocket. And the kind of pocket is just a side pocket. So from here, this is what I've cut out. I'll use for the pocket. So I'll place it this way. Check the distance. From here, you see from here, it is 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. I'll place it. So the same thing I did here is what I'll do in all of them. Okay. Where do I sew? I'll sew 1/2 inches here. Okay. This is the front of the fabric. This is the right side, front to front, so that when I place it this way, all right, so I'll do same to all of them before joining the sides. Let me do that. So guys, see what I did? After joining this, I shaped it. Okay. You see that I shaped it this way, down. I equally shape this side, then here too. So basically what is left is my waist. The next thing to do is the waistband. Okay, so first thing, for us to start with the waistband, we need to measure this round. Okay, we need to measure it round. That is with the measurement we use for the waistband. So, placing my tape, I have 48. So I can cut 50, 52 for the band first before the elastic. Okay. So first, let's go around with our tape to be sure of the measurements we'll be needing, to be sure our complete waist measurement. We cannot make mistake. So you can see it is 49 and half. Let's say 49 and half. Okay. That is the band I'll cut. So let's move to the machine for the sewing. So guys, this is the band. All right. Now let's measure my height. I'm working with 6.5, okay, in height. The length, remember we measured the trouser waist. He gave us 49 and half. So I'll have to sew here straight, okay, to make it 49 and half. Then for my elastic is 1 and, right, they have 2 inches, they have 3 inches, depending on the one. This is what I have, okay, it's about 1.5. Then the length, I went for 30. This person's waist, original waist is 37. So I took out 7 inches, I cut out 30. From this 30, I will sew. It includes the sewing allowance. Okay, now I don't want this trouser too firm, too tight, or maybe the person could not shift it. You can see it is elastic, it can stretch, more. So I went for 30, all right? Just having in mind that your elastic has to be lower than your original waist measurement without ease, okay? So what I'll do, right, place the elastic this way and sew it, all right? My elastic. Done. This part, this is the band. I'll have to fold it into 4. Okay. I'll use scissors and notch, cut it tiny to indicate this part. The same thing I'll do here. Alright, what I did, I'll get my elastic, fold it into 4, get my chalk, indicate it. I'll equally do the same here. Turn it back here and indicate. Okay, so you can see the lines. You can see this line, you can see here, and you can equally see this line. All right, now what next? I'll open this up. Here is the back. First, I'll pin. Look for the part that was notched. Okay, here I'll pin it here. First, I need to get the center. Okay, fold it into 2. Okay, you see here is the center. It is okay. This line here, I'll pin it. What I'm trying to do is hold down these elastics. So I'll look for the other part too that I equally notched. Place it the same line. Before you sew, you place. Okay. You pin. You go again. Get the other line that you notched. It is here. Before you pin, fold it this way to be sure it can fold perfectly well. You pin. You go to the other one. It's remaining one. It's remaining. Okay, look at it here. Before you pin, remember, you have to fold to be certain before you pin. Then you place it very well and pin. Okay. Now what you do, you sew. Sew here. 2 times is enough. Okay. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to secure that part. Once is even enough. Okay. I'm trying to make sure the elastic is scattered evenly. You sew here too. Once is enough. So, so you keep sewing it to the four parts. No, it is four parts. Okay. See that? You sew. You turn to this way. You see this place. You sew too. Place it very well. You sew. Now I have secured it perfectly where it should be for it to be easy for me. Okay, so what do I do next? The next thing is fold it into two. For me, I like to secure the tips here. All right, so we'll start sewing. So let's start from here. Definitely it has to be enough because you know I'll be attaching it to the fabric. So I'll be sewing about 3/4 inches space. Okay. Now, what it means is the aim of that sewing is to make sure the elastic stays, the excess is evenly distributed by the stretchiness. Because remember, you still sew on it. Okay, so I'm going for 3/4 because of my joining to the fabrics. So I'll be on the safe side. As you're sewing, you're stretching. Alright. As you're sewing, you're stretching. Before sewing, now, God, I made mistake. There's pin in this thing. The next sewing, you're sewing on the elastic, okay? While you're sewing it, you're stretching it. You're sewing it, you're stretching it. So you're stretching it properly. Right. First one. Next one. So that is the waistband. Right. And the next thing is to attach this part to the trouser. The next thing is to attach to the waist, okay? So this is it. You know, remember we divided it into 4. So you can equally do the same division we did. Divide it into 4. Look for where we sewed, like here. I'll place it here. Okay. Then This should be for the back. I'll place it this way. Yeah. Then we'll pin this one too. So next thing is join it together. So let's start. Let's start with the joining together. Okay. Keep stretching, keep sewing. So guys, here it is. Okay, that is our waist. You can see that. Now, the next thing left is to fold it down. Fold to hem the down of the trouser, then we take it to the dummy for you to see. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, okay? Let me finish it up. So guys, this is the final look, okay? Forget my big tummy. So this is our jumbo trouser, okay? So if you have any question, drop it on the comment section and I will definitely reply immediately. All right. So that is how it looks on me. Okay, depending on how bogus you want yours to be, but this is how I want it to be. All right.